Looking for a second-hand car? Or do you even need a car in this age of rideshare? That's what we're discussing today on The Stock. I'm Xavier from the Dealing Desk. I'm joined by Don from the Premium team. Don, tell me, what's the stock?
Xavier, thanks for having me again. I'm looking at Uber today, ticker Uber, UBER. It's a name heavily debated in the markets right now. People are a bit nervous about it, and that is because it's down quite heavily from its all-time highs. This is because of fears that autonomous vehicles could upend ride-hailing it for good. Though the numbers are quite strong, we had generating strong free cash flow recently, and in Q2 FY26, gross bookings hit a record, so that's pretty good. However, the bull case has a big name, a big backer, that is Bill Ackman, huge figure in the hedge fund world, and Uber is one of his largest holdings in his hedge fund. I think he owns 30 million shares of Uber, so quite the chunk. And he's publicly called Uber one of the best run companies in the world, actually. Not only niche in the business, but in the world. And his view is that it actually ends up being the platform robotaxis eventually run on, and not their casualty. On the bear case though, the threat is real. We have Tesla and Alphabet, who we discussed previously on The Stock, with Waymo, one of their daughter companies, I believe, heavily participating in the robotaxi market. Tesla is scaling its own FSDs, which is fully self-driving robotaxi fleet and network, and Waymo is expanding city by city in the US. If those players go direct to consumer, the argument is that they eventually cut out Uber as the middleman. So it's a genuine tug of war. Ackman's conviction on the one side and the driverless threat on the other. That's what makes Uber interesting for me today.
No, definitely that is a very interesting push and pull in the market forces there. I was looking around trying to see what's been moving recently. I saw that Car Group Limited, car.ax, has gone up about 13% since the start of the month. So I was digging around to see what that was all about. And essentially, it's been an iffy year for Car Group Limited, right? So they're owner of like car sales and various other car sale brands around the world. Classifieds, the idea of being the middleman, it helps facilitate sales. They've had a bit of a rough year. The big kind of overarching story that the market's been telling is this is an industry where AI is really going to disrupt. People are no longer going to have to jump to a website to find, I want to buy XYZ thing. Instead, they can just plug it into whatever AI they have and get all that information and right from there. So throughout the year, it's been just dropping down. I think it hit a low for the year in March, where it went down almost like 30% year to date, whereas in comparison now, it's just down a humble 3% year to date, so almost back to where it started. So the reason why it's been shooting up this month is that the company released their earnings on the 10th. And essentially they got to go, haha, you guys were all wrong. Profits are up 14%, revenue up 7% in Australia, 12% in North America, 15% in Asia. And I guess one of the driving forces that has helped increase that kind of revenue is not only has the AI threat at this point not really actually appeared, but also now that electric vehicles are getting slightly older, they're no longer as fresh on the market, we are starting to see a secondary market for them form. People are selling their old electric vehicles to buy new ones, and so that's driven up demand and had people go, maybe it is time to upgrade to an electric vehicle now that they're more on the second market that can be a bit cheaper to access. So it's definitely one to watch where as again that kind of push and pull where there is that specter of AI that if we could wake up overnight and a new model's dropped that just solves everything, in which case these industries are going to be hit hard by that. Otherwise though, if that never actually happens and instead this company seems well positioned to keep growing as the secondary market keeps growing as well. That's all the time we have today, but for all things stock, news and trading, head to ig.com/au. And if there's a stock you'd like to see, let us know in the comments below.